Look, it's not my fault the cars couldn't get to Q3 yesterday. I asked the drivers to deliver a good result for us, and they said they couldn't. The car wasn't good enough. Like, that's my fault. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Kicking Haas. It is the Australian Grand Prix. We have qualified. If you missed that, make sure you go back and watch last episode, which was out earlier today, because we've qualified 16th with Mick and we've qualified, where did we qualify with K-Mag? 13th, wasn't it? Now, strategy-wise, it's going to have to be a one-stop, and I think what we will do... we tried Mick on the hards in Jeddah, and he just ended up falling further behind everybody. So we're going to stick him on the medium. We're going to do the same thing with K-Mag, one stop, medium to the hard, and see how that goes for us. Now we want to be pushing at the start to try and make up as much positions as we can, or maybe more to the point, not losing positions. And let's get to this race. All right, so here we go. Where's K-Mag on the grid? That's one Haas there, and so that must be Mick back there. And we go. And we will go on board. We'll go on board with K-Mag, since he is the driver higher up. And looks like we've got one McLaren. We've got a good start here. K-Mag does seem to get good starts. The McLaren's coming back on us, though. Oh, we just had to get out of it there, it looks like. A little bit of a traffic jam. Here we are going to get 12th in the end, though. And Mick is back to 18th, so he has not had a good start.
Good job.
He's not helping himself, is he? Of course, we had, sort of last episode, the debacle of do we keep Mick or do we perhaps jump early on Logan Sargent and give him the full season? Well, it's not a full season now, but certainly most of it. Now, top speed we know is not a strength of ours. So, I mean, there's no point using the ERS this early. We've got Norris right behind us. We need to try and stay within DRS range if we can. We've got a slow corner coming up here, which is, of course, our strength. I think either end of the track will be fine. It's going to be the blast to get to either end of the track, down the back straight there and the front straight where we will start, and well, that's where we're going to be weakest. But these sorts of corners here, we actually rank quite well on the grid in those. We could actually be on for a decent Monaco, you know, if we are the 9th best car of 20, so that's sort of 4th best team in slow corners. Monaco could be our race to really cash in. But let's see what K-Mag can do here. He's all over the back of Guan Yu Zhou. But of course, these long straights are not our friends. This is where the sort of part of the track that will start to be able to eat back into it. Unfortunately, not the best place to overtake. You really need that top speed to be able to go past somebody. But if we can try and keep our tyres in a window, Mick is still in P18 behind Latifi of all people. And but he is in touch. There's a bit of a train. Well, everybody's still pretty much in touch. If DRS was to open up now, everyone from Hamilton down would have DRS. Which doesn't necessarily bode well, but we've got a decent run on him here. I'm tempted. Go and get him. Go get him, K-Mag. Go get him. Come on. Come on. Have a lunge, mate. Have a lunge. No. Alright, well, we won't do that again. We'll just wait for DRS. And of course, I mean, the problem with not passing Guan Yu Zhou right now is that it's 10th in front of him.
You did good, really good.
So Mick has taken a place. He's gotten Latifi, so that's good. If we get a replay at that, we'll have a look at it. I'm assuming at the end of the back straight. Let's have a look at Mick overtaking Nicholas Latifi. And he's gone around the outside. And then he'll finish off the move here, does he? So that's a... Oh, it's a long battle, but he's going to get him at the hairpin. So nice work, Mick. Nice work, mate. Good overtake. But back to K-Mag. So DRS enabled now. I don't know if we'll get it this lap down this straight, do we? No, because the DRS detection point I think is actually on the previous lap. But we will get DRS, I think, down this back straight. I think it is where it comes in. But of course, Guan Yu Zhou is inside the second to Ocon, only just. but he will therefore get DRS himself. But given our lack of pace on a straight, what we actually want, I think, is just to stay in the queue, because Guan Yu Zhou is about to lose it. Because he's going to lose it as in DRS. Because what's going to happen is that we don't have the pace to then catch the car in front down the straights. We really need to be getting towed along. So DRS is coming up here. Does Guan Yu Zhou have it? He doesn't, so we should get this done relatively comfortably, should we not, K-Mag? No, okay. If he doesn't have it down the front straight, then what we'll do is we'll use some ERS, just get past him. And then we might go to a bit of a wider view. Alright, come on, mate. Just go and get him. Go and get him. Go and get him. Alright, good job. He's on a hard tyre as well, it looks like. So we can go back to neutral now.
Good job, Kev.
And we'll get onto the back of the points here. This is very exciting. Now, we should still have DRS, we do.
Haas with an overtake there.
And, well, we might be in a battle here, you know, because it's George Russell up there that's holding everybody up. Now, what sort of tyres is everybody on here? They're all on medium, so K-Mag showing really good, promising pace early on here. And Mick has overtaken Vettel as well. So let's see if he can push himself onto the back of the McLarens now. Let's have a look at the Mick Schumacher, Mick on Vettel.
Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
So right up the inside, good move, give him some curb, and that should be job done. And have the inside for the next one.
Gaining a position there.
And there we go, nicely done, Mick. Looking good back there. All right, let's go to this wider view here. So we've got K-Mag in there in that battle, and we've got Mick just behind. Mick's going to have that trouble that I think we tend to get, where we don't have the pace to pull away, although he might on the Aston Martin. All right, K-Mag right behind Ocon. I'm okay with him just sitting there, to be honest. So Vettel and Mick Schumacher going back and forth a little bit. Mick's got him back again now. That's just going to happen every DRS zone, it looks like, until they can either... Oh, actually, Mick's got himself a little bit of a gap there now. Hopefully he can pull away with that. And we've got now Gasly. Oh no, Guan Yu Zhou has got back past of K-Mag. So it's a good little battle going on there. We just need to... We're losing touch. We're losing touch with the cars in front. Alonso is holding up a bit of a train now. So Alonso becomes the cork in the bottle. Alonso in P7. I think Bottas has just got him. So there's definitely a train there from P6 all the way back. And that's the train that we're in. And that is almost undercut territory, isn't it? How are we doing in terms of tyre life? We're just about where we need to be to make the strategy work. And as long as we're in this DRS train, there will be... I mean... We won't be able to overtake necessarily, but it'll be difficult for a car behind us to overtake us as well. And we had a little bit of a run there on Gasly, it looks like, but couldn't quite get the move done. We've got the three out front, and then everybody else. Oh, there's an Aston Martin. What's happened there? Is that a tree? It's a tree. Never mind, everybody. It's just a tree on the track. I thought an Aston Martin had stopped, which would have been an interesting strategy decision. And someone has pit. Carlos Sainz has pit, so he must be doing a three-stopper. And annoyingly, he's come out right in front of K-Mag, and we've kind of lost the back of that battle now. More cars stopping. Now, as these cars on two stops, if these guys are two stopping, then we might be a massive chance of points here, because we were keeping up with them on our one stop. What tyres? If they haven't got, or they have got onto the hard. But that's a long stint on a hard tyre. So we'll live in hope here that those are two stops. And we've just overtaken Carlos Sainz.
Haas with an overtake. Let's have a look.
I don't want to panic anybody, but we've just overtaken Carlos Sainz in a Ferrari. Ferrari engine on Ferrari engine, of course. Sweep around the outside, back to the inside. We'll have DRS on this straight. See you later, Carlos. So that's unexpected. We've entered the pit window. So we want to go, yeah, about 2 more laps to sort of get to the ideal lap. And that'll be good.
Oh, and Ferrari just
And science has got us back, so never mind. I mean, but you'd expect that, really. But Russell is quite struggling, isn't he? If he hasn't stopped this lap, I think we're going to pull Magnussen in this lap. All right, let me just pause this. I think that stop. I think that Russell is going slow enough that we might be able to pull off an undercut. If we can pull up right onto the back of that group, which it looks like we can.
Haas with an overtake there.
And in we come, kind of with everybody else, to be honest. We'll pit Mick this lap, which is fine. Onto the hard tyre, he will go.
Okay, we'll box now, Mick. Box
If
now.
you want to push on here, Mick.
Box.
And where is K-Mag come out? 15th.
These guys.
So where's K-Mag in relation to the rest of that battle? It's not really worked for us, has it? As Mick comes in. A 3.4 second stop. We've had a crash on track, confirmed. If this is a yellow flag, cause I caught a safety car, I will be a little bit annoyed.
Okay, back off.
Doesn't look like it is going to be a safety car. So what has actually happened there? K-Mag's back up to P13. Alonso is behind him. What we need him to do, Alonso is in the pit. So Alonso has had the crash, hasn't he? And he's come in for damage. Russell is pitting again. Mick, just
Understood.
don't distract us, please.
Seems to have been a lockup.
Alright. So K-Mag's got the gap, 5.1, 5.5. He's in no man's land right now, isn't he? He's just driving around by himself. And I mean, we need him to keep pushing. It's no good trying to save tires because we need him to keep pushing. I'm assuming the guys that already pit can't go to the end on these tires. There's just no way they can do that, is there? Schumacher overtakes Lance Stroll.
Replay. Now just
Let's have another look at this. Gets him up the inside. Have some curb, Lance. And you've just been beaten by a better man.
and there they go.
He's certainly working through his overtakes, isn't he, Mick? But he's got it done eventually. He'll probably get re-overtaken now with the DRS. But anyway, good job there by Mick. Up to 15th he goes. So let's have a look at the where. So Tsunoda's going to have to pit. Schumacher's overtaken Albon as well, has he? Where is Mick? So Albon must have been in the pits. So yeah, these guys are going to have to pit again. Guan Yu Zhou and Norris are going to have to pit again. You'd imagine Ocon will have to pit again. Gasly and Bottas. And Tsunoda as well. Here they all come now. Are we going to get them? No. And they're on a medium tyre as well, which is going to make it difficult. Hamilton looks as though he's really lacking for pace, though. And we are at least in a battle with Norris in P10. If Russell can keep holding up these guys here, could we maybe catch them? We look as though we're just as fast as Norris. As he overtakes Guan Yu Zhou. It's the Alphas look like they're just a little bit too quick for us. Can K-Mag put a move on? Not quite. Still 20-odd laps to go, though, so we don't want to overdo the tyres too much. We've got to keep pushing him, though, because we've got extra petrol.
Just advanced.
Alonso's overtaken Mick, but we'd expect that. And we find ourselves in P9, do we? But behind Norris and Guan Yu Zhou again. As pit stops are made. So we might be a chance We might be a chance of points here, you know. If K-Mag can stay with them, he's got an overtake done there. Has he got a double overtake done? He has. He's up to P7.
An excellent move by Haas to gain a few places.
2 positions gained by K-Mag. Let's have a look at this. So down the front straight, DRS versus no DRS. And he's just swooped down the outside of both of them, has he? Excellent. Oh, he's a god amongst men, K-Mag. He is a Norse god. Alright, so what have we got here? Safety car, pause, safety car, safety car, safety car. So Norris has crashed. I need to see intervals. We need to see intervals. Where are Norris and Zoe compared to... So they've both crashed at the end there. So Mick has to come in for soft tyres here. That is a no-brainer. Mick's coming in for soft tyres. He's going to go like a bat out of hell and see what he can do. The question now is K-Mag. So there's 7th, 8th, 9th. There's Ocon in 10th. Is Ocon 10th? So we've got time. He has easily got time to come in, put soft tyres on, and then just go crazy hard to the end. Hopefully, this is going to work out. Pit options. You're already coming in, aren't you? Yeah.
And DRS is now disabled.
All right.
DRS disabled.
So he's pitting this lap. All right. Let's hope. I've not done a Ferrari here, but this seems to make sense to me. Norris and Guanyu Zhou are both out. We've got 17 seconds to Ocon. That should be under safety car conditions. Plenty of time, even for our pit crew, to get that done. He's coming out behind the safety car. There's Ocon there. We've done it. So we should be allowed to go through. We find ourselves in P7. Fresh soft tyres. And 2 McLarens in front of... Mercedes in front of us who appear to have been lacking pace or race. Alright, safety car in this lap.
Safety car was left the front of the pack.
Now, we've got soft tyres. We need to go. We've got some lap cars in between us and the Mercedes. We need to get this lap car out of the way as quickly as possible. That is Latifi, I believe. He's getting out of the way. Thank you, Nick. And that should be... Is that a Mercedes or an Aston Martin in front of us? Oh, what's going on there? What is going on there?
Wow.
Go on. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him.
You're currently P15.
So Stroll has overtaken Mick Schumacher. Oh, bloody hell, Mick. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are P7 and we are right behind George Russell. Now, what sort of tyre condition does he have? We've got 10 laps to go on our softs. He's on a hard. He's on an aging set of hards. Whoa, what happened there? We've got both Mercedes in front of us on old hards. We could be on for a P5 here with K-Mag, you know. Come on. With DRS, this is surely... he's a sitting duck. He is surely a sitting duck. Overtake. Get it done. Get it done. How is Schumacher going backwards? Oh, couldn't quite get there. Come on, K-Mag. Come on. Let's go overtake again. Come on, surely. Oh, there's no DRS, is there? Of course, there's no DRS, so that's the issue. And we don't have the straight line pace, so we might need to wait for DRS. Schumacher back past Albon, so he's back up to P15. Have a look, and that's not quite there. We have a few laps to go here. What we really need is we need to get to DRS being available, don't we? And then we're every chance. And then we've got to try and run down Hamilton as well. Come on. I don't want to overuse the ERS. Because if we wait for DRS, I mean, he's a sitting duck, an absolute sitting duck. Oh, but he's right there for us now, isn't he? If we get a good exit, we're right there. Come on, K-Mag. Can you get it done? Can you get it done? He's close. He's just not quite close enough, is he? We need to start getting after Hamilton. That's the problem. DRS should be available after this lap. Yeah, there we go. So this lap coming up, so when we cross the line here, this lap we will have DRS available to us. And that should, I mean, Russell should be a sitting duck. Then we've got, I think it's a lap car, is it a McLaren in front of that? And then we've got Hamilton. Now the McLaren should just get out of the way, because they will be a lapped car. And then we've got to try and run down 4 seconds to Hamilton in 8 laps. So we need a second a lap, half a second a lap. Maths. I'm too nervous. Oh, come on. This is it. This is our moment. Are we about to overtake a Mercedes? Surely we are. Go to overtake. Come on, K-Mag. You got him now, mate. You got him now. You've got him now. You've got him now. Please have him now. Oh, we've seen the Mercedes holding up traffic, haven't we, all race long, and are they going to do it to us again? Surely his tyres are going to go. Overtake. Come on. There we go. We've got a good run here. We've got a good run. It's their top speed is absolutely rapid. Let's stay with it for this next section. It looks like Mick's made another position. Come on, K-Mag. Get him, son. Go on, K-Mag. Come on. Surely now. Surely now. Surely now. Are we past him? Yes, we are. We have overtaken a Mercedes. Go and get Hamilton now, K-Mag. Come on, mate. So I think it's Ricciardo in front of it. It has to be, because Norris is out, isn't he? Let's have another look at the overtake.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen.
Finally, down the outside. Too much. Sweeps it in. The soft tyre is working a charm. Well done, K-Mag. Now, can we pull out enough of a gap? The issue we might have is, can Russell just come and pick us right back off? Are we within a second of Ricciardo to get DRS on him? I don't think we are. Let's just go to defend here. I'm just a little bit concerned where Russell is. Alright, so we've seen that off. And we should get DRS off Ricciardo for this next double straight, which should protect us, because we're easily within a second and the detection point is there. So we should have DRS, should we not? Gain? Oh, we should have DRS off the back of Ricciardo, and the Mercedes goes back past us, and we're not quite as rapid on these soft tyres as I was hoping we would be. Out of the way, Denny Rick. Alright, well, I'm a little bit concerned we're going to run out of tyres here, so we'll back it off. And if we can try and stay within a second, that'd be brilliant. And maybe have a last ditch run at him at the end, but we just need to watch the tyres a little bit here. We are churning through them. And I think honestly, what's let us down here is, I think my strategy has been immaculate, honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think what's let us down is just our top speed. We've just not got the top speed to stay ahead of a Mercedes. But it's good to be running at this end of the field, that's for sure. It's a nice feeling. We should get some good points here. I mean, even if it is P7. And, I mean, you can see that we are faster. We are the faster car. 6 laps to go. I wonder if we can harvest while we're here and try and really have a good run at him. Because realistically, we're not catching Hamilton at this point, are we? Even harvesting, we've gone around the outside of him. Well, that's a move for K-Mag. I mean, it's the same move he did last time.
You're currently P6.
And that was just conserving tyres, and it was conserving on the recharge as well.
An overtake there.
But there's some very old tyres going on at this point in the race. Mick is a lap down, so he's not gonna... Yeah, he's gonna finish P14, which is fine for him. You know, he's had a nice day, hasn't he? We are 3.6 seconds back of Hamilton. Let's go to defend. Harvest. We'll really micromanage the ERS as much as possible.
Charge on.
Copy that.
And see if we can get enough. Onto the straight here. I mean, with DRS, he's just going to drive past us, isn't he? We can't. What can we do?
Charge on.
Copy.
What we need to do is get him on the last lap, don't we? We need to make the move like we did last lap on lap 58,
5
right here.
laps remaining.
That's what needs to happen. I'm a little bit concerned we're going to run out of tyres, though, as Denny Rick tries to come past. Staying within that second, though, that is key. Like I say, though, if we finish P7, that's still a good day out. We've got a 5-second gap to Ocon behind, so that's unlikely to be caught up. We are just out of DRS. Now is Ricciardo. So why does Ricciardo get DRS on us, but we didn't get DRS on him? Unless there's just the one detection point on the lap. Alright, final lap of the race.
Starting final lap.
Now, there's only one DRS zone after this. As long as Ocon is outside the DRS zone, we should be fine here. Ricciardo, would you just go away, mate? You can't... What annoys me about this is that he can't finish any better than 13th. He's 55 seconds back. Just sit there. Like, what are you doing?
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Stroll has overtaken Mick Schumacher. Mick, what are you doing? Use your ERS. Ocon 1.5 seconds back. He's going to stay outside of ERS range, just about. K-Mag can use up his ERS. Just push on a little bit here, mate. And, well, it looks like Carlos Sainz is going to win the race. So well done to him and Ferrari, but coming around to take the checkered flag in P7, we raced with a Mercedes. Couldn't quite get there in the end. But Kevin Magnussen is going to do it by a lap, with about a lap to spare. He is going to, I think he's going to get there. Hurry up, K-Mag. He does. P7, just ahead of Ocon. So there we go, up 6 spots for K-Mag to score 6 points. That is really good. And Mick Schumacher up 1 spot, 2 cars in front of him crashed. It's just what Mick does, isn't it? So there we go. We are up 2 spots in the championship with K-Mag, 7 points ahead of Ocon now on sort of countback. I'm assuming that's because we just got a 7th place finish, which is our best, obviously. And in the constructors, we move to 6th, or we stay in 6th, ahead of AlphaTauri. 6th is our objective for the season, so that those are 6 big points for us as well. So there we go. Mick had a Mick day, didn't he? The Logan Sargent, let's see if hopefully if he gains a little bit of experience. But guys, that is it for the Australian Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. I think we are, what is next? San Marino, I want to say. We're somewhere next anyway. I'll see you next time for that one. That'll be a Thursday episode if you're watching live. Let me know what you like if you like the sort of 2 episodes back to back. And I'll see you next time. Take care.